How's it going, YouTube? Got FourthStarTCG here, and I am back with PSA returns video number 15. I finally got my cards back from PSA. Took them the full 10-day turnaround time, but boy is it worth it. And as usual, I do know the grades, but I have not seen the cards yet, so this will be the first time that I see them. I've just opened up the box so I don't spend 10 minutes struggling with it. But we have some absolutely amazing cards. I don't want to spoil any of the grades there, but man, we got 15 cards that I sent off, and I believe all of them have the new PSA label. You get like a weird card in here now. Cash for graded cards. Don't know if he takes Pokemon, but let's get into these cards. I am so hyped. These are I would probably consider this to be my best graded card returns ever, just because of a couple cards that we'll see in here. So go through all of these one by one and show you what I got. First up, English card here. I mostly submitted Japanese cards, but still got a few English cards in here. We got the Gem Mint 10 Sylveon GX Hyper Rare that I pulled out of my Guardians Rising booster box, so very happy that this card came back as a Gem Mint 10. As you can see the new label there, it's got sort of like, it's got a texture on it. The PSA isn't at the top anymore, which is kind of strange. Here, I'll grab a card, regular older PSA graded card, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. This is what the old label looks like, and this is what the new label looks like. So they've sort of removed that. They've slimmed down the writing a little bit, which I'm not sure if I like that or not, but that's a comparison. We'll throw that in the background there. Definitely worthy of being back there. Next up, another card I pulled in my Guardians Rising booster box. It is a Gem Mint 10 Lightning Energy. I'm probably going to be selling both of these cards. I don't really collect English cards. Just a couple English cards that I collect that are sort of the newer XYR full arts. Not a big fan of the GX full arts. Who knows, maybe if someone wants to trade me a Gem Mint 10 Darkrai EX or Darkrai GX in a couple months, but Lightning Energy still absolutely amazing. Look at the pattern on that card, just beautiful. Definitely worthy of a trip in the background. I think Lightning Energy is the best secret rare energy just because it sort of goes with the whole gold theme. Next up, got a Dark Dragonite Holo. This is exclusive to the theme deck. So I don't know if I pulled this out of a James theme deck or because I opened one a long time ago. Just when my channel was starting out. But this one did come back with the Mint 9 grade, probably because of centering. As you can see, it is a little bit off-center. Not really sure. I thought the back was really, really nice. As you can see, there's really not much wrong with the back of this card. Yeah, but 9 are probably a fair grade on this card. I would agree with that. Next up, we have 3 copies of this card. The first one came back as a Mint 9 Kingdra EX from Dragon Frontiers. I think I was expecting this. There is like a scratch on the card, as you can see it right there in the light. So definitely, as you can see, it's right next to my, I'll put it right next to my thumb there. Definitely expected this card to come back with a 9. Wasn't sure if PSA would see that and deem it worthy of being graded a 10, but yep, Mint 9 on this card. However, this is something that I am extremely happy about. This is why this is the best return I've ever gotten. The other 2 Kingdras that I sent off both came back as Gem Mint 10s. Both of these are unlimited edition, as you can see. But this is so amazing because I am now done with Japanese Dragon Frontiers. I have every single Japanese EX card from Dragon Frontiers in a Gem Mint 10. I believe there are 8 of them, and I managed to get them all. This set is so difficult to find in a Gem Mint condition because not only is it a PCG era set, which is very, very difficult to come by to begin with, just because of printing numbers and the amount of just sort of the nature of Pokemon at the time in Japan really wasn't that big. It was more popular among players than collectors, so not a lot of cards were preserved in mint condition. And this set had a large amount of centering issues as well, so there were normally any card you find from this set is going to have major centering issues, lots of problems with this set. So it's super amazing for me to find all these Japanese Dragon Frontiers EX cards in Gem Mint 10 condition. I'm so happy that I don't have to search for them anymore because it was getting really, really difficult. Next up, we have another card from Dragon Frontiers. I sent in another copy of Salamence EX, and this also got the Gem Mint 10 grade. I've had a Gem Mint 10 copy of this card for a long time. I decided to send in another one just because I thought maybe if the Kingdra didn't grade a 10, I could leverage this with some people I heard had mint copies and wanted to trade. But now I get to keep this to myself. A beautiful, beautiful card. It's Population 2. I own both of them. Just like the Kingdra Population 2, you just saw the only two 10s. Pretty nuts to think that these cards were printed 11 years ago and the first 10s are just getting graded now. Here, we'll center these up a little bit. There we go. But continuing on the graded card front, next up we have a Mint 9 Sceptile EX. I was hoping for a 10 on this card. I don't know if there's maybe a printing line, or yeah, I do see a printing line on this card. So maybe if you can see that there, that's that could be something that knocked this card down. I am just going to check off camera. But yeah, I did not see that printing line, but just looking at the it in the light now, it definitely sort of becomes more apparent. Yeah, you can see that sort of there. There's a printing band or something on this card. So definitely understand why that card got the 9 grade now. Next up, some more Japanese EX cards. This is the majority of my collection, so that's the majority of the cards that I sent off. Blue Sea EX from Golden Sky Silvery Ocean. Managed to grab the Gem Mint 10 grade. This is a duplicate, so if you're interested in this card, shoot me an offer. Just like the Sylveon and the Lightning Energy, we'll be selling those. If I don't mention a card is for sale, it's not for sale. Fairly standard. But next up, we have Flygon EX from Mirage Forest, able to snag the Gem Mint 10 grade on this as well. This is another duplicate, so again, if you're interested, shoot me a message on YouTube or email me. My email is FourthStarTCG@gmail.com, just my channel name @gmail.com. Yeah, just beautiful. I love these Japanese EX cards. I pick them up whenever I can, and I grade them whenever I can, so that is just fantastic. Next up, continuing with Japanese EXs, this is not a duplicate, finally graded a card that I need. Chansey EX, just from the ADV expansion pack, first edition card right there. Able to grab the Gem Mint 10 grade on that, which is wonderful. I'm about, I think, with this return, I'm now 76.4. I'm very precise, 76.4% of the way done with, forgive me, little sick. 76.4% done with all of the Japanese EX cards in PSA 10, which is pretty nuts. Unfortunately, was not able to add the Hitmonchan EX to that Gem Mint 10 collection. Don't know why they graded this one a 9. We'll check off camera real quick. Yeah, I really don't see anything wrong with it. Maybe there's a scratch on the hollow or something that I just missed. This could possibly be a candidate for a regrade if I wanted to. Sometimes, like, if I can see an obvious flaw in that Sceptile that, like, I just missed or something, then I obviously won't send that in for regrading because I don't think it's worthy of the 10 grade. I understand, but something like the Hitmonchan, I'll look it over, and if I really don't see anything wrong with it, I might send it in to be regraded. Next up, we got some black and white full arts. Really like grading these. I don't do it too much, but these are getting harder and harder to find in mint condition. It used to be you could just buy one whenever you wanted and it would come gem mint. Not the case anymore, as these are now 6-7 years old. Yeah, what, like, I think it's 5 to 6, not 6 to 7. But yeah, 2011 Japanese black and white full art Kyogre X. I've had the Groudon for a long time, and I always wanted the Kyogre, but I could never find it at a good price, and I finally did finally able to grade this card in a Gem Mint 10, which is just amazing. So very, very happy about that. Next up, I purchased and graded this Darkrai EX, Gem Mint 10, of course. Full art from Dark Rush. Very happy. This is one of my favorite cards. I do already have it in a PSA 10, but I really just couldn't pass it up at the price that I saw it on eBay. So very happy to have this one come back as a Gem Mint 10. Again, if you're interested in this card, as I do have it as a duplicate, shoot me a PM or an email. But last but not least, we have another card that I've wanted for a long time. Never really been able to find it until recently, and it is the it is the Keldeo EX Full Art Gem Mint 10 from Cold Flare. Very, very nice. Just look at that beautiful, beautiful texture, beautiful artwork on that card. It just looks so much better. You look at it like this, really doesn't look like much. It tilted in that light, and there you go. What a card. So very, very happy to have this card in my collection. Absolutely beautiful. And we managed to get some amazing cards in this PSA return. So just grab a couple here for the good old card fan. You never can have an FST PSA video without a card fan to cap it off. So there you go. Thank you guys very much for watching. I may have some more PSA submission and return videos coming up this summer. Got some super special stuff that you guys will see soon. Very excited for all of that. Hopefully we'll be making a big dent in my Japanese EX collection goals. But again, thank you guys for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and stick around for more videos.